is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
How good is that? It is Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie for your Monday podcast. Big weekend. Kate Ritchie, she joined the Menai Hawks. It was her first game of soccer in a team. Is it ever, Kate? This is an unbelievable effort.
Ever. I mean, I think maybe I played a little bit of sport at school, but not really.
No.
Certainly never part of a team like this.
Do you want to be part of a team again?
I do,
like
but I think I'm going to
sport?
have to work on some cardio before
Okay. You did such a good job, mate.
It was an unbelievable effort until you headbutted the offside ref, which I thought was... I thought it was on the line.
We were going to keep that quiet.
Yeah,
Did you get done offside at all, Kate? Did you make the mistake, or you were pretty good in that sense?
No. Well, no one pulled me up for it.
You're very good at throwing the ball in too.
Was I? I think one... Oh, anyway, it doesn't really matter. Have a listen to the podcast. Check out the socials. Get involved.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Police were called to a footy match at Bankstown, Bruce Park on Stacey Street in Bankstown at 12 p.m. yesterday. There was a huge fight between two teams. The only thing is, there was an under-13s match.
Jeez.
This is the Bankstown Bulls and the Cabramatta Rugby League Club.
Okay.
So, obviously there's parents involved with this as well. The kids started going for it, then the parents get involved. And then if you get to a point where the cops have to be called...
To an under-13s game?
To an under-13s game.
Can you imagine the ref at this stage?
So over the weekend, right, Huey was playing his under-15s game of footy, right? And BJ brings the dog down to the ground sometimes.
Yep.
And what she does, she leaves him in the car, and then when it's like quarter time, she'll throw the ball out onto the oval, and the dog will go and get the ball a couple of times. Someone from the opposition has just teed off on her. No dogs on the oval, and this is from the opposition team, and it was our home ground.
Before the
BJ
game had started?
No, this is sort of quarter time whip. So you know how you get 5 minutes when the coach has their address and stuff like that. So BJ said, I usually do this. I only do it a couple of times. BJ didn't say anything. Then it was a close game, and at the end of the game, we got up.
Great.
My mother gets out of the car and starts, as loud as she can, starts laughing at the lady that had a go at BJ about throwing the ball with the dog.
So your dad was known as Mouth of the South.
And this is where it all starts.
Mum.
And now Claire Fizzle's piped in.
Or Grandma, get back in the car.
She's got out of the Charger and she's furious.
Just visibly started laughing at this woman. I said, Mum, this could turn into Bankstown Bulls and Cabramatta Rugby League Club any second now. I might have to call the cops on you.
What did the other person do? Laugh back or run off or...
Can we confirm, Kate, was there any niggling going on in your game on Saturday? Was there any fighting?
Can I say this much?
Can I say this much? Because I heard that there's been plenty of complaints about someone flying a drone over the top of you, Kate. Is that correct?
Was there? I was just too busy playing the game. I didn't notice any drone.
I noticed a drone. I definitely noticed a drone.
Well, of course you noticed it because you were controlling it, idiot. You had the remote.
Did you?
Yeah, I was flying the drone over the top. I was running the water. I was helping your dad out, Steve, on the barbecue.
You were being very irritating because even though I was running as fast as I possibly could and as fast as I ever have, you are still yelling at me to go better and
You've got to move, Ritchie!
Be faster and all of these things.
And disappointing, Fitz, when you're running water. This is really disappointing when I've gone out of my way to bring you a drink on the field and then you grab the water bottle, turn it around and throw it in my face.
Because I want you to get off. Because do you know what? You were trying to upstage me in my moment.
I was trying to celebrate you. This was it.
How many Matildas were there? How many Matildas
25.
came down to watch the game?
Well, I don't know, but there was a whole team of future Matildas.
Yeah, well said, Kate Ritchie. Not one of them will make it.
No, anyway.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
I've never seen a turnout like this since probably the Sydney Olympics, Kathy Freeman's run in the 400.
There was 100,000 people there that day.
Okay.
In my mind, there was the nerves on the way out to Buckle Reserve.
What was the crowd size here?
The crowd would have been around 2,000.
No, is that Donald Trump figures or are you...
Is that fake news, my friend?
No, I'm backing in the 2,000. I would know I was working a drone.
Okay, there were so many people there. All I do know is that the Menai Hawks and the great group of women I was able to play with on Saturday, they said to me at one point, "It's okay. We know you're nervous, but we're nervous too. We've never played in front of this many people."
That's great.
So it was very exciting. The weather was a bit hot.
Really hot.
I mean, I was hoping for a cool day to take on my first game of soccer. I think we were up at like 27 degrees.
Did you sleep the night before? Because you were extremely nervous.
I did sleep because I did sleep.
I know you were sort of panicking. You'd strapped your body up. You were all deep heated, you might say.
I did put a little bit of deep heat on. I didn't have as much fake tan on the legs as I would have liked. But
did you stretch?
No, this is the whole thing. And I'm not saying, I've been working so hard, but I have been going through a period of working really long hours over the last 8 weeks. Yeah. So there's been no gym really, no exercise, no nothing. So when I took to the field at 1 o'clock yesterday, just to have a little warm up and a few, skipping exercises, that was probably the first amount of...
In 46 years.
No, not in 46 years, but certainly in the last...
just new sports bra
couple of months. I had my sports bra. I had my brand new red soccer boots, very on brand. I had done a little bit of training with Sydney FC's Andrew Redmayne, but it didn't. I was really running out there as a complete
Idiot.
rookie.
Oh, rookie.
Oh, idiot.
But the support was amazing. Should we get it over with and just have a listen to how it all went on the day? Buckle Reserve, Saturday, 2 o'clock.
First thing, I'm going to introduce the opposition, and I just went into their rooms there. On the wall is written on the blackboard, plan, kill Kate Ritchie. It's going to be a fiery one, and that's what we like. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. The Grays Point Possums! Now, this is so exciting because the Menai Hawks have been on fire. So they've said, how can we possibly make this team any better? And that's when we suggested Kate Ritchie. It makes sense to have a player that's never played team sport before enter your team towards the end of the season, and fingers crossed it just goes to plan. But the wait is over. The banner has been made. It's Ritchie's pitch. Could you please welcome the Menai Hawks?
It's Ritchie's pitch.
There she goes. Oh, you're beauty.
It worked.
Look at them go. They're not here to muck around today, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to hand it over to Nige. He's the official man down here.
We're going to keep it clean, and I've got cards, so let's not get it wrong. Play fair, play clean, and let's enjoy our game, girls.
Kick off.
Go, Kate! Come in. Kick it in. Ow. Go in.
Kate gets her first header.
Oh, you're in. Oh, Richie's in.
Who do I throw this to? Where? Beautiful throw in. You allowed to trip, people? It's your natural reaction, isn't it?
Then the unthinkable happens.
Go, Kate! Oh, go!
Kate gets a goal.
You got to clear. Oh!
Well set up, girl! Oh, my God!
Half-time.
Hey, Tiger. How you feeling? Oh, hey, sorry about the
Why?
water.
How am I going?
You kicked a goal.
Yeah, I know I did.
You did it.
I did. Do I get a prize?
I missed it.
I think I get the day off tomorrow.
No, you don't
Oh
get the day
God.
off. Yeah. It says get out with the sisters.
Okay.
All right, let's
Go
go.
in,
You've got this.
Second half.
Okay, run.
Run at it.
Whoa. Don't distract me.
Kate's first kick from the corner.
I kick it. Where? I have to kick it. Oh, Jesus. Everyone, look away. Put it down. Oh, it's not a...
The Possums score.
Get it out of there, Kate. Oh, that was a great goal.
Final score, 1-1.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, what a great game of footy. Kate, how did you feel out there?
I felt really great. I have never been so exhausted since the day I gave birth to my daughter. It was just something I've never done before. Thank you so much to Grays Point. They were so fun. I just wanted to say, which is what I said to the girls, I was so nervous. and I'm going to be silly, and there's going to be people taking photos, and what are they going to say, and all of those things that I think we worry about all the time. And then I realised you just got to be brave sometimes. So thank you for giving me the opportunity today.
Wow.
Well done.
What a game.
Well done.
Can I just say, too, for anybody, because there were questions about whether you kicked a goal or whether it was kind of
back to this.
handed
I think
to
it's
you.
only you asking that
For anybody
question.
questioning whether it was a legitimate goal, it certainly was.
So it went past the goalie and the goalie's guide dog, Kate? Was that...
It was
Thanks
a great
for your
kick.
support,
It was
guys.
a huge strike.
Do you know what? Out of
She's a
all of
striker.
the people around this game, Fitzy and Whipper, the two people who I share the name of the show with,
I'm
have
proud.
been the least supportive.
I ran your water. I was on
Go.
hot dogs.
No.
I had a paddle pop.
No,
So-
Nigel, Jen and Karen from the club, they were amazing. Melissa from the Menai Hawks, who was dealing with Jess. I mean, everything about it was just so great.
So was there
thank
talk
you.
of a penalty shootout? 1-1 was the end result. I mean, we don't have a result. You might have to go back at some
That's all
stage,
we're
Kate. We
thinking.
need a result.
Yeah,
Week
there's
2.
a sequel in it, isn't there?
This time next Saturday, Buckle Reserve.
No,
We're back again.
no, I won't be recovered by then.
Go and have a look on our Instagram. You can see all the action now.
The Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
We're on. All right. It's time for 60-second starts. Kate Ritchie's I'm Still Standing. Now.
Discover your next Kia at Sydney City Kia, O'Riordan Street, Alexandria.
$100, that's all we got. Kate lost last Friday.
Oh,
Sorry, I just had to sneeze then.
Are you okay, mate?
Oh, gosh. Bit of hay fever because
You'll
of
get
the weather,
that.
I think.
bless you.
Because I've already been tricked into thinking it's spring.
Good one.
Laughter.
Stuff. Abby in Blackstone, you playing this morning, Abs?
Hello, good morning.
Is this your first time playing, Abby?
Yeah, it is. I don't think
You're going to be great. You're going to be
Haven't
awesome.
got on.
Come on, Abs. You
Bit
can do
nervous.
this.
Oh, don't be
worry.
nervous. Don't be nervous.
She's easy to play. You're in the running for the Kia Sportage SX Hybrid thanks to Sydney City Kia, but $100 up for grabs. You're our guest. You're going first. If you have the power at the end of 60 seconds, it's all yours, Abby. You ready to go?
I think so.
Okay, here we go. Your 60-second start now. The hit 90s TV show is called Dawson's what?
Dawson's and Creek.
Yeah, I'll
Dawson's
give you
Creek,
that.
Dawson's
Dawson's Creek,
Oh,
correct.
are you serious?
Yep.
What animal?
fixed
What animal goes ribbit?
A frog.
Yes. Who is the younger Hadid sister, Abby?
Bella.
Yes, that is correct. In soccer, what position wears gloves?
The goalie.
Yep. What year did Justin Bieber release Baby, 2010 or 2013?
I think 2010.
That's correct. Coogee has Sydney's highest proportion of people from which country, Abby?
Ooh. I don't know.
Toulon Island. Over to Kate. What talent show discovered Kelly Clarkson, Kate?
America's Got Talent.
No, American Idol. Abby, Matilda and the BFG are characters created by who?
Sorry, I didn't hear you. What was it?
Abby, you've got
Oh, that was the worst round of I'm Still Standing ever.
it. Abby, well done. You are today's winner. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
$100, and you're in the running for that brand new car.
And
Oh,
you know,
yay.
and Dawson's the Creek. You've got to
Yeah,
go.
Dawson's
And
Creek.
the Creek. She said
Dawson's
Dawson's
and-
and Creek.
Dawson's Creek. I watched that show too. I love that
You
show.
sound way too young to have watched that
Sound like
show.
a Pacey fan in my eyes.
Silly.
I love it so much. Congratulations.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Neuroscientists have shared 3 things to avoid to maintain a healthy mindset.
Okay.
Right, so these are 3 things you need to get rid and kick it out of your day, or at least don't start your day with it. Especially on a Monday when you come in, that would be a bad start of the week. Number 1, engaging in gossip and drama.
Oh, okay.
Engaging
That's
in
you
gossip drama.
outfits.
Mate, you're gone.
I'm done. I'm usually the one that starts the engaging.
And then the
about
gossip.
this over the weekend.
You're not going to believe it.
Well, you know who I spoke to on the phone?
Oh, mate, I got a phone call from Steve-O yesterday. It diminishes our ability to concentrate and think rationally. As she said, it can give you an emotional brain which is strongly linked to the prefrontal cortex, and that can give you and set a negative attitude.
Okay.
I agree with that.
Do you know they describe gossip as one of the key things that defines us as humans?
What do you mean?
Well, we're all animals, but no other animal can gossip.
Oh, I dare say there'd have to be a few hyenas that laugh at each other behind their backs.
So, as far as you can go, you can get a tribe of, say, monkeys, right?
Yeah.
You can get a tribe of baboons, and baboons will understand a sound to be able to say, "Hey, there's a hawk above." So one baboon can signal that there's danger above, and all the baboons will look up.
So they communicate.
They communicate. One baboon can say, "There's a tiger on the ground." And they'll understand what tiger means. But they can't say, "Hey, there's a tiger 20 metres away behind that tree on the left." So they can't do that.
But they can say, have a look at Cheryl over there. Her dress is horrible.
Cheryl's turning grey and the lipstick doesn't match her outfit. Do you know what I mean? And apparently she's been sleeping with Steve-O, who came in to do the plumbing last week.
Yeah, and Fitzy told us all about it. Not a good start to the day.
The negative self-talk and criticism. Well, that's obvious, isn't it?
Yeah.
Train the brain to seek what's wrong rather than what's right. Don't do that, guys. It escalates stress and anxiety, and it happens our performance. Don't talk yourself down.
Yeah, that's
Lift
a big
yourself
one.
up. Do you know what I've heard about self-talk? Is imagine yourself, let's say the SCG, and for one moment there, and you've got 50,000 people, your thoughts were put up on the screen.
Oh, God.
What would you want the rest of the world to know? And what would you put out there? So you got to keep positive in your own head.
But it's very hard, isn't it, when you're wired the other way?
Yeah, why am I fat and lazy and eating a meat pie?
God.
Hang on.
I shouldn't have done that. I'm not going to be able to do it.
We're just in the middle of the SCG and there's 50,000 people. Here we go. Okay, hot dog. Yep, a pie.
Can't wait to get home.
He's gone lard chips.
There's
That's
some
interesting.
connoisseur in the freezer at home. I can't wait to get back.
Oh, but you're not going to believe it. They're doing a dozen donuts for $3. Let's move on to the other one. Social media use, guys. Basically, we're down to comparing ourselves against other people, saying this is a bad way to start your week and start your day.
Well, social media is all of those in one. Because you go to social media to find out about gossip, to make yourself feel bad about yourself because you see someone on there that looks better than you are.
Yep.
It magnifies it all.
And they all feed into each other, don't they? Because one, you see the social media, if there's something you're impressed by, you go, "Oh, I'm not as good as them."
Yeah.
But if you're not impressed by them and you think it's embarrassing, well, it circles back to gossip, doesn't it? And you put in a phone call to say, "Have you seen what Tommy's just posted?"
You just flick it through, have a look at this.
Have a look at this guy. Screenshot, send it on the group chat. You're not going to believe it. He's done this again.
Okay.
Look after yourself this week, guys.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
At our local footy game over the weekend, I had a great initiative there. It was called Blow the Whistle. Now, it was a couple of tents, Kate, and women could get over and talk to. And obviously, the social issue of domestic violence is something that we talk about quite a bit at the moment, but they were there, and they were basically, they wanted men to lead the charge as well. And it was a great initiative. We sort of linked arms between two of the games. We had a minute's silence for all the ladies that had lost their lives to domestic violence, but it was a great initiative, and I think it's a great thing to do with suburban football and getting the word out there. But at the tent, they had a lot of volunteers there to talk to, but for some reason, I don't know why, but they had free haircuts, and there was a local hairdresser that came down, Kate.
That's pretty good deal.
He was there, and to get people involved, anyone could line up and get a free haircut. Well, what happened? The word got out with all the junior footballers that there's free haircuts, and you could go and get your hair cut like your favourite footballer in the AFL, like a Nick Dacos or a Chad Warner.
Okay.
So all of a sudden, there was this huge lineup of junior footballers lining up to get these free haircuts. Now, I walked past at the start of the day, and the guy, the hairdresser was really getting into it, right? Buzz cuts, skinheads, mullets, whatever you want. I want my favourite footballer. When I came back a little bit later, I think he was over it.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
and the line just kept getting bigger and bigger, and he had to cut it off at some stage, but he was just getting through these kids as quick as he could.
Like shearing a sheep.
So I went home for a little bit, and out from the footy oval, our place is about an 800 metre. It's about an 800 metre walk, right? So I went home quickly, and all of a sudden, knock on the door. I go to the front of the door, and there's Lenny crying his eyes out. He's gone for a buzz cut, and the guy's done it too short.
Oh,
So
number one?
So
he had lovely hair, Lenny.
Then I've gone back down the footy club, and there's parents running around singing this song. Why'd you go and cut your hair? Because there's kids from the local area that are surfers that had these beautiful blonde locks, and then all of a sudden there's kids walking around with buzz cuts.
Oh my God.
Undercuts, mullets.
Yep.
Because they all wanted to be their favourite.
Oh no.
You don't have to take something if it's free.
I think the word free and the two words free and haircut don't go together.
No. I think you should. It's worth paying for.
Always offer to pay. Always.
But it was very funny. Some kids were happy with their haircuts. Others, it was the first time they'd had a bad haircut, and there was just tears everywhere.
Yeah, well, you know the difference between a good haircut and a bad haircut, don't you? A bad haircut and a good haircut.
What?
Oh, you know the difference.
Oh, God. Okay.
You know that old joke?
What's
the difference between a bad haircut and a good haircut?
What, an inch or something?
A couple of weeks. All right, guys. That's called getting out on a high in radio.
Gosh.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Let me sing that song.
All right, guys, let's get into it. You know how this works. First one is a warm-up round as she continues to feel every muscle in her body. Are you okay, Kate Ritchie?
Oh,
my God,
drag
she's
myself
broken.
to the toilet.
Yeah, she can hardly walk. Here we go. The first word in our warm-up round is don't.
Don't you wish your girlfriend was hot
Kind of
like
led you into
me?
that one, didn't I? Don't ya? How's everyone feeling for your Monday?
Don't by Ed Sheeran.
Thank you.
Don't stop moving.
Great.
Everybody's moving. God, that's an old
Is that
one.
S
Where
Club
did that
7?
come from? Oh, it's on the list.
Yep. Also one of your favourites. Don't Stop Believing.
Who's saying that?
That was S Club 7, Fitz.
Oh, S Club 7, yeah, which went down to S Club 3, I think.
Yeah, dropping to 2. Don't start now, Dua Lipa.
Stop telling me what not to do, guys.
Classic.
Good one, Kate.
How good's fun?
Yeah, it's unpredictable fun is the best type, if you ask me.
Didn't see it coming.
No, you
Did
don't.
not
There it
see
is.
it coming.
Woo.
No, you don't. Here we go. The word is thing or things.
Things that
Beautiful.
make you go,
Beautiful things.
Beautiful things. Oh, Benson Boone.
Oh, Benson Boone, yeah.
Boondogger. Where are you, Tom?
Don't want to miss a thing, Aerosmith.
Oh, you don't, do you, mate? What a
great
beautiful
track.
song. Quick play bit of that.
Steve Tyler's had to hang up the mic. Aerosmith, done.
Really?
What happened?
Well, the
He ate
reason
it.
is that he's 97 years of age.
Oh, my God. Fitz could have gone with Little Things. Good Charlotte. One of your favourites.
No, I could have, but I didn't. I went with something else and got through to the next round.
Could have gone with Little Things, One Direction.
I won't let these little things slip.
No Direction did a version of this.
I'm going to listen to that on the way
you'd
home
love it.
today.
You'll see Frances Bevan on there, our silk shirt-wearing psychic.
And we did a parody to this one, Kate.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. I think Tom Williams was in the nude for some reason.
Yeah, just in a tool belt.
That's
Can
right.
we post that again?
Yeah, we
or
should.
when I haven't seen it?
Tommy,
So
can we play
very
that
similar
one
to the
today?
one that Tom's got on today.
Different
Very
tool
similar
belt,
to that
though.
tool belt.
That's not a
All
tool
right.
belt.
Yeah.
Keep moving.
Can we listen to that song?
Keep moving.
Yeah, of course. We can play that, can't we, Tom, for Kate?
Yep.
And she put in the effort on the weekend.
Yep.
Give her the choice of
Yeah,
songs.
I get to choose all the songs all week.
If nothing else. The word is like.
Like, don't you wish you... Oh, no. Like...
Yeah, you're right.
Walk like an Egyptian.
I like big butts
You
and I
ready?
cannot
That's
lie.
2 you've given us, Ryan. Well done. Tom?
The moves like Jagger. Maroon
Yes.
5, one of the classics.
Well, I think Walk Like an Egyptian is...
Could have gone like a virgin, Madonna.
What a great song. She's starting to lose it a bit, Madonna and her fans. Have
Starting
you seen
to?
that?
What do you
Yeah.
mean? She just turned 66, I think.
She's been losing it for 20 years, I
No,
reckon.
she hasn't. Don't speak like that about Madonna.
Like
Did you
to
see
move
that,
it.
that interview that was released from 1991? Having a go at her fans. She's getting sick of fans coming up to her. And then she said in the interview, and the worst ones are the overweight ones with acne.
Did she?
That was
rude.
from a Madonna interview in 1991.
Well, if we had things brought up that we were all saying in 1991, I
That's a
mean,
fair
for goodness
call,
sake.
I had a poster
I was
of her
in
on
year
my
7.
wall as a kid that Mum got bought me.
Yuck.
And
Which
she was
era?
kind of,
Which Madonna era?
well, she was sort of lying on a bed with no top on, and Mum said, well, she'd have pubic hair if she hadn't trimmed it heavily.
What are you talking about?
Just my Madonna
You know what?
poster I had
We
as a
were
kid.
having so much unpredictable fun, and you ruin it with that.
Like a virgin. Madonna. Trimmed.
Stop.
The word is
Please stop.
little.
Little things.
We've done little.
Little
We just
things,
did
One
little.
Direction. Fitzy's got it.
What?
We did things.
Oh.
Yeah, so we're doing little now. Play along.
Little house
Little
on
house.
a hill.
What?
Little house on the hill.
What's that?
Have a look at it. Look it up.
Oh, have a look at Whipper's sheet.
No, I didn't.
certainly not on-
I can't
it's
even
not on
see
my
that.
sheet,
It's
mate.
very small print today.
Tommy, what do you got?
No,
on the little?
I'm out.
What do you mean you're out?
I'm out.
Little House on
Little
the
House on a Hill was sung by Willie Nelson.
Oh, come off it. She's
The old-
never
look at
heard
her.
of
Oh, I
The old
have.
half
I
net.
love it.
The old half
Come on.
Nelson.
Next round.
Okay, here we go. The word is step.
Step by step.
Yep. Oh, baby.
Is that New Kids on the Block?
Okay, Richie, join if you'd like. Are you with us? Oh, my
Every
God.
little step I take.
Oh.
Every little move I
Well,
make.
yeah, I'll give it to you. What was that? Every little... Every breath... No.
Every little bit I say
Yeah.
will be
Didn't you both-
forever.
Yeah.
Is that the
Every
same
little
song?
Bobby
step I
Brown.
take.
Was it Bobby
It was
Brown?
Bobby Brown.
was. Yeah, Bobby.
Ugh.
God, I didn't think
what
I'd
a
be very good
Names
today.
not to mention.
Excuse of a human, that man is.
Tip rat. Here we go. The word is young.
Young Hearts.
Bang.
Young and the Restless.
Well, that's a theme song.
That's not a song.
Young and free. Young and free. Yeah.
Huh?
Tommy, what's
What's that one?
Young and free.
It's dragging on today, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is a bit.
Young and free.
There's a song by Phoenix called Young. We could go with that. Next one.
The word is... We've got to be quick here. Sharona.
Sharona.
My
Sharona.
Sharona.
Fitzy.
I got it. It's Gerald.
Ryan Jones. He's got it.
The Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Let's talk allergies.
Oh, my God. Okay. You've had another
Now,
big weekend.
Can I just... That's a standing ovation for Snitchy, our
Well done,
sound
Snitch.
producer, because, you know what?
Oh, dear.
What a great song.
Sometimes
butchered
he gets my emails, and I, without a doubt, that he sighs and
He
goes,
quits.
"Oh my gosh!"
Please.
But the Rolling Stones, Angie, to turn that into allergies.
Wow.
Well done, mate. You're a legend.
Go on, you Snitchy. You can head off now, mate.
So BJ and I went to a cafe over the weekend. We love having breakfast, leaving the kids at home, getting away, and we don't really do dinners. We love a good breakfast, Kate. You know what I mean?
Well, that's a good way to start the day.
Oh, yeah.
Time together, catch up.
Smashed over, mate.
So we're sitting next to a family, right? 2 young kids there, and that's the reason why we leave the kids at home, because these kids were fighting the whole time, and there was this moment where I looked over and one of the kids started getting welts on his face.
Oh, no.
Right? And he's had an allergic reaction. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I can see it. Like his face was starting to swell a little bit, and he was saying to his mum, "Mum, it's starting to burn." She goes, it's okay. We've been through this before. I'm listening to this conversation going, what? And then there was a moment there where I could see he was quite uncomfortable. And I said to the mother, is he okay? And she said, she goes, he loves the banoffee milkshake. Right, which is caramel, banana, and those Biscoff biscuits. But she said he's allergic to the Biscoff biscuits. But he loves the milkshake so much that every now and then we run the gauntlet and we let him have one.
I get it.
And he understands what he's about to go through.
But he loves it so much.
He loves the milkshake more.
But he tolerates the pain, and she looks at me and she whispers and she goes, it's the only time he can tolerate pain, because every other time he cries. But when he knows he's getting a banoffee milkshake,
risk it for the biscuit.
He'll put up with the burning that goes through his face just to deal with that beautiful caramel, banana and Biscoff biscuit, Kate.
Oh, it must be amazing.
I think that's what every overweight person deals with on a daily basis.
What do you mean?
Allergies.
I love you so much, but you're bad for me. It's this love-hate where I look in the freezer and I see that tub of ice cream and I go, will I go through a week of hating myself?
Yeah, but you're not allergic to it.
But you're not allergic.
It's the same thing.
It's not really.
No, it's not.
Do you remember,
if
Fitz,
you were
when we
allergic to dairy or something, it would be the same thing.
Remember we were in the Qantas Club that time, Fitz? We were about to get on a long-haul flight and my stomach was terrible and I knew that it had been abused for a week in LA. I said, I can't do it, Fitz, I can't do it. Get me a beef burger. I had the beef burger and I knew it would have a bad reaction, but I had to have that beef burger.
Do you know what
we nearly missed the flight. I was on the old toot for a good hour or so.
Do you know, and we're very, very lucky with our job, and Qantas over the years has looked after us. So when we go overseas, right, we're lucky to get into the first class lounge, right? Which is for anyone that hasn't been in there. I walk in there and go, oh my god, this is like it's a restaurant, and they give you a menu. So you sit down and you can order. This is where they make mistakes, because they say to you, yeah, you can order whatever you want as much as you want. It's basically all you can eat, which is a stupid move to say to a man like Michael Whitfley. So what he does, Kate, he eats so much in the first class lounge, and then Tommy does it. He gets his glass of champagne and goes, bloody, here's to you. You know, we did it. We've got there. Then Kate forgets that when you get on a plane, an hour after takeoff, they serve you meals.
They start feeding you. How early do you get to the airport to make the most of the lounge?
As soon as the lounge is open.
And then he goes...
There goes the calamari.
Well, I can't just leave this meal that they've given me.
You eat that as well? Don't you just get on and go to sleep?
But then I'd had so much to eat and drink by the time we landed in LA, and the only room available, the rest of the rooms weren't ready, was Fitzy's, and I had to go and put myself to bed.
And he fell asleep.
I have a lie.
Do you know?
I dove into Fitzy's bed, and it wasn't too good.
Do you know the sad thing is, while we're waiting for the bags at the LA airport, he goes up to the LA first class lounge and has another meal up there.
Did you?
Fitz in Whipper with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, download the Nova Player via the App Store or Google Play.
The Nova Player.